Hello, this is George Senda, the real, official, authentic, original, the one, the only, the official, the guy from Pittsburgh, except no cheesy YouTube commentators, imposters, or trolls. And yesterday was the end of my 11th year on YouTube, and I am now starting my 12th year on YouTube. And I'm saddened by two items. One, I got no gifts, no cards, very few Christmas or Hanukkah wishes, one $3 donation from Anthony. Thank you, Anthony. Nothing for the cats. No Hanukkah, no Hanukkah gifts, no Christmas gifts, nothing for the cats. And then the other thing that saddens me is Kathy officially has pneumonia. She went to get medication. They charged her $35 for one medication. She got the last box, give me, of Theraflu. We are not going to be together for Christmas. We are not going to be together for New Year's. At the rate she's going, we're not going to be together for Halloween next year. She's been sick for over a month. She's still got the bad tooth, but she's going to get better. And all she does, sadly, is cough. Now, it's a dry cough, and I came to the conclusion with researching it that she has got pneumonia, and the pharmacist at the store she goes to get her medication said, "You got pneumonia, and you'll probably be sick for another month." And I have pneumonia. I've had pneumonia twice in my life, and both times, once it did kill me. I was pronounced dead when I was rushed from a boarding school in Ligonier, PA, in a blizzard, in an ambulance to McGee Hospital, where my mother was a charge nurse in the hospital. They came in and said, "He's dead." She said, "No, he's not. I can feel him. Put him in ice." I must have been in a coma or something. They packed me in ice for 3 days. No discernible heartbeat, respiration, pulse. Saw my body leave my body. In the corner of the hospital room was a bright, glowing light. I went to the light, and something spoke to me, and I knew, and I'm 5 years old. You don't know from death. You don't know from the light. If I went to light, I wouldn't go back to my body. And I saw myself lying in the bed. The TV was on. My parents were on. The doctors and nurses were in there. And I was floating. So, and at the age of 12, I was also pronounced dead. Same deal. It's all light. So, I have not had a pneumonia shot. I have not had a flu shot. I'll get that on the 9th, so I don't dare go near Kathy. I can't afford to get sick again. And I was really hoping she'd get well, so we got on New Year's. That's out. So, and I was only able to buy one thing, the world's smallest haul, the other night. I didn't have any more money. I bought 8 Marie Callender pot pies. And I'm very annoyed, Marie Callender. I got the Marie Callender cornbread mixed. And on the front of the envelope, it says, "Just add water." I said, "Great. I don't have to add anything else." Throw it in the bowl, add water, put it in the oven. Then I look at the fine print. They give me the instructions, and then about the third or fourth paragraph down, they said, "Add dry milk." Well, I don't have any dry milk. I don't have any wet milk. I've never used dry milk in my life. I used to give it away years ago in Sacramento. I would give it to neighbors because I didn't know how to make it. So now I got my cornbread that I was hoping to have in my chili. No cornbread. I want to thank the people who have donated this year: the Max Spooper, Jeremy No Joy, Justin Butow. Uh, I'm not going to say her real handle. Three Spinning Wheels, Anthony, and others. So, but not a lot. So I guess a lot of people don't care to donate to me. That's all right. It would be nice if for Alien Con in March, which I intend fully to go to, barring the unforeseen, and then afterwards I will have my knee surgery, and somewhere in between I'll get my colonoscopy finally done. And by the way, I put a shirt on today that hasn't fit fit for 10 years, and it fit, but it's tight. So I was actually able to wear it and hang it up in the closet. So I'm losing weight. So that's about it. I got some boxes to clear up all this mess here. And I've had one problem all week. My right calf muscle between my kneecap and my ankle has been either swollen or hurting or sore or causing pain. The left one isn't doing it too, but nothing like the right one. The only thing that helps is elevating. And here's the beautiful little girl. Hold on, beautiful little girl. Here's my baby. Give her some love. Okay. And Kathy wanted the Christmas tree here and all of that. I've got her magazines here and her tea time. And what I'm going to do is go up there at some point, knock on her door, say here, and leave. So, and then maybe do a quick video, put 2 masks on, have her put a mask on for her waffle maker. Or just wait on the waffle maker. But I'm not going in her house because I cannot afford to get sick again. So I don't know, and the rain is going to start tomorrow. It's going to rain Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I got to go out, and at some point I got to pay the rent. I got to get money. I got to go to the coin dealer. I will be paying off one loan next Friday. Although I have this weird raincoat my mother got me. It only goes to your knees. So every time I go out in the rain, even with an umbrella, I get soaked from the knees down. So what I'm going to do this time is, in a plastic bag, carry another pair of pants. By the way, these pants, which are perfectly clean, there's nothing wrong with them, I had to put, hold on, I had to put 3 notches in them. Where's the OBS? I had to put 3 notches in them, past the end of the belt, and let's remember. All right, these were 58L. I wear a 56, but even so, they fell off of me. So I can't wear them, and the sweats have been falling off of me, and there's 3XL. So I'm wearing my long underwear because it dropped 4 degrees in here. It's now 56, even though it's 50 outside. I'm cold. So I need 20 pounds and I get my knee surgery. So, and like I predicted and said, the east is getting pounded by snow. An incredible pile up on the Ohio Turnpike. I didn't know Ohio had a turnpike, but they did. It was like a 48-car pile up. Canada has been pounded up. Buffalo is still getting pounded by snow. I saw a very sad bird, a seagull covered in ice. It was alive, trying to stay warm, the poor thing. I would have rescued that bird. Taken him to a vet or something, or it, so it would have been warm. But just it's really horrible back there. And Pittsburgh now is 0. And for the Steelers game tomorrow, it'll be 11. God knows what the wind chill factor is going to be. So, hello, Davis. So that's England. You're not doing well either, I don't think, but correct me if I'm wrong. I haven't watched. There is an English weather video, but I haven't watched it yet. I've been doing a lot of watching live storms media, who has stuff Kansas City, Kansas, pounded, Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, Michigan, um, uh, uh, um, um, brain, Minneapolis. The Vancouver airport was closed. The Seattle airport was closed. Hundreds of flights have been canceled across the U.S. and Canada. For the first time ever, Cincinnati has had a downturn at the airport. There's so much snow, they're having a problem with flight operations. So, and people are dying out in this storm, and it's very sad. So, uh, and the wind chill in some places has been as low as -70 in the last couple of days. So, anyway, that's about it. I go to feed the cats. I come back home and I get into the electric blanket. Oh, and today Fluffy was lying on my chest and he got so relaxed. Yeah, what catalog? Big and tall. He got so relaxed that suddenly his feet and tail were in my mouth. And I go like, Fluffy. So I had a tail mustache. Then he moved his feet. And little girl likes to lie on my chest too. She likes to lie on my hip or between my knees, and my beloved Fuzzy. Yeah, well, I'm losing weight. I'm eating more vegetables. I'm not eating all the junk I used to eat. Here's a bag of. One of these days, I gotta get the meat with these. I got a whole bunch of this stuff. Penne rigati. So people keep leaving noodles and different things. I got stacks and stacks of stuff. Running out of coffee. I've had 3 or 4 cups of coffee. I'll pay for that later. So, but I've been sleeping a lot because at night I go to the bathroom, and then, or in the daytime I go to the bathroom. And little girl and Fluffy went out this morning, and they came back in right away. And last night they both went out. They came back in within 3 minutes. So Kathy's cats are fine, and but every time I call her, she says, I'm doing better. And then she starts coughing uncontrollably. And I'm going, I don't think you're doing better. I said, you need next week go to the doctor. So I am worried about her. I've tried to call her today. She called me while I was sleeping today and called her back, no answer. She tends to go to sleep and then she didn't hear the phone. Atomic bomb could go off. She didn't hear the phone. So 4:20 a.m. Where are you without disclosing your secret location deep above the earth? I'm just curious. I've been to England for an hour. I was at the airport when I was 10. I never got out of the airport, headed to Germany. So it's one of the things to do one day if I ever have the money. Go to London, go to Glasgow and Edinburgh, and maybe Belfast. And see things in London, but I'm not going to walk all over hell, that's for sure. I was like, go to London and take a walking tour. You take a walking tour. Get me a cab. So, I don't know. I got one question. What do those guards do outside of Buckingham Palace when there's a blizzard? Do they stand those red uniforms and hold the guns, or are they wearing winter clothing and still freezing their ass off? It's one of the great things I always wonder about. What do they do when it rains? Uh, Southampton. Oh yes, I know of the city. Watched many Titanic videos. Titanic left Southampton, and then I think it was supposed to. It went to France, I believe, and it may have been supposed to go to Ireland. I don't remember, but and they had a problem that the coal was on fire, and there was a coal strike. The coal in the hold was on fire, and those poor bastards all drowned, but they kept the lights going. So then there's a debate that still goes on today. If they hit the iceberg head on, here's the Titanic, here's the iceberg, would they survive? Probably yes. I've watched videos and read things where other ships at the time literally hit the front of an iceberg and limped into port. But in some cases, the ship was no good anymore. But so Yeah, they're gonna fit all those guys in one hut, or they go to Home Depot and get like a giant Royal Guard hut, you know. And move over, mate. Oh, you're making. You know, I need some room. It's freezing out here. They're not allowed to talk either. What do? You drop your gun when they're in your foot. You know, I'd love to see that whole thing and the Coldstream Guards and the bands and all that. That's one of and it's the Imperial War Museum. I'm not going to be climbing inside the Tower of London, you know, and get some fish and chips. And of course, some in America say British food is terrible. I don't know if it is or not, but and go see if there's any good bookstores to get paranormal books for. I'd probably hire a limousine, drive me around London, and just stop wherever I want to go. And took me years to find out Piccadilly Circus was not a circus. They call that circle a circus, which is very odd. There's no animals there. And if you watch the movie McHugh, was it Brannigan? No, it was Brannigan. Brannigan, sorry. They were filming it in Piccadilly Circus. So, John Wayne. So, and a while back, some nut actually got into the palace when the Queen was there. So, she must have been a patient woman to have that family, because particularly those two wackos who live in America now that they practically got disowned. They cut off a lot of their money, and they got a show now, the Crown or something. And I'm going like, why are you so wackoed? Why are you so mad at the rest of the family? I don't remember if the Isle of Wight. I know Guernsey. I can't remember the other one. Were taken over by the Germans in World War II. Um, Joe Chiappi, CLFFI, does weather videos, and he says, I have a viewer on the Isle of Wight. It always amuses him. So, most haunted island in the world. I don't know if it's a very big island or not. I can't look things up very well. My Android phone is working, but my iPhone needs a new battery, and the iPad needs a new battery. That will be taken care of on Friday. The only problem is it's 3 hours to get 3.5 hours to put the battery in the iPad. I watched the video how to take everything out to put the battery in the iPad, and it's a very long process. And Kathy calls calls Megan the milkmaid, not in a good way. So I don't get it, you know. The other ones seem okay. And Charles is going to make his first Christmas speech, I guess, tomorrow. I wish he'd come out and say, "Hey, the stuff I have to put up with, you wouldn't believe. I'm not Jewish, but I should be. Yeah, I gotta put up with this cockamamie family and try to be king at the same time. Why me, oh Lord?" Uh, every time, Kathy, every time you turn around, there's something about the royal family and these two bozos, Meghan and Harry. Sounds like a bad American sitcom that didn't go over, you know. Let me see here. Hold on. Oh, by the way, I got a subscription for Kathy to Tea Time, all about tea rooms and teapots and teacups. Kathy collects teapots and teacups, and this issue was really nice. Made me want to eat the magazine. So, next issue, not so good. Let me go through this real quick and see if there's any Meghan and Harry on here. Oh, here we go. Let's hear. Not Meghan and Harry. King Charles' heart is failing. There you go. There's our American American tabloid. There's always a royal story on this thing. Why William and Henry can't forgive or forget. Hold on. Oh, you use the hell out of me. Oh, she's not really the queen. I believe she's the queen consort. Cruel Queen Camilla attacks Kate's kids. What did she attack him with? A broom? A pitchfork? Somebody left these downstairs. I take them to Kathy. She loves to read this stuff. Oh, here's People magazine a while back. I have no idea when. Oh, it's September. 25 years without Diana. They're looking for anything. I'm waiting for the corgis or whatever, the Queen's dog, to do the untold story. They read an autobiography, you know. We all know the secrets of the Queen. Here's Queen funeral plan revealed. I think that's about it. I want the Time magazine here. So, yeah. Thank you. Thank you. You know, other thing, the British and the Germans, although the Germans call it something different, and we all had Punch and Judy shows. I want to say Meghan and Harry and the royal family as puppets. They just start beating the hell out of each other with sticks. You can't say that. I can't too. Now you can't. Yes, I can. Have them go nuts there, you know, on the Punch and Judy show. Then the police have to come in, the real guards, and take them away, throw them in the tower. You know, so I'm waiting for that. You know, just I don't understand it. Certainly don't, Ollie. Stan Laurel, the greatest comedy teen ever, Laurel and Hardy. Still makes me laugh. When they came to England, they got mobbed, absolutely mobbed, in, I think, 1950. So, I don't know if the royal family owns any cats. I wondered about that. It's always dogs. And they had a big deal about the Queen's horses and what will happen to the horses and the dogs. So, I like the little dogs, though. And she seemed like a rather nice lady. I'm sorry she's gone. And I normally don't care about the royal family, but you can't escape it. It's everywhere. I expect one day I'll be in a bathroom, have my iPad in there, or if I had a big house with a, 8K 100-inch TV in every room, suddenly the news flash would come up and, so, you don't hear about the other guy, though. I can't remember which one was in the Royal Navy. He did a good job in the Navy. And then there was one who was, I think he was in the Falklands War, or maybe that was Charles. I don't know. But one was a carrier pilot. Horses sold off. Sarah Duchess. Sarah, I thank you. I'd forgotten about Sarah. Sarah's a sweetie too. Diana and Sarah. They both got raw deals. Oh, little girl, little girl. She's coughing. I will order the medication, by the way, for the cats on Friday. That's the first thing I do. Yes. I already have the email login set up. I just have to send off the $35 so I can finally get the. I saw today on a animal website that the upper respiratory infection gets taken care of pretty fast with antibiotics. So, yeah, I wonder what was going to happen to the corgis. I wonder if they know Elizabeth is gone because they followed her everywhere. Well, you had Mountbatten, and the IRA blew him up. Um, So, mm, I know England and Germany are probably very cold right now, particularly with the situation of natural gas. I hate this Android phone. I call somebody that disconnects me during the call, or it won't work half the time. I can't wait to get my iPhone fixed and my iPad fixed. Let's see. Hold on. I have a message from somebody. One of my supporters. Oh yeah. Okay, just a minute. Let me look this up. We know Elizabeth because she was working on tanks and trucks in World War II. I admire her for that. She could have went and gone to Canada. Um, who in her oil? Duke of York, 22 years in the Royal Navy. Prince Andrew, okay. Stripped of, okay, of his military titles and royal patronage after he was accused of sexual assault. In 2022. Well, he was accused that he wasn't convicted, I guess. Let's see, which royal? Duke of Edinburgh, 1939 to 52, Prince of Wales, and the Queen. The Queen is the only person who can declare war and peace. That's interesting. It's a long story here on the Queen and the Queen and the Royal Marines and this thing. So, um, Prince Philip was first lieutenant on a destroyer. Hmm. But he's gone now. How do you get in the Navy and all you get is a lieutenant? Don't you, go up? Oh, and Lieutenant Commander in 1950. Okay, my apologies. And committed, promoted commander. His naval career came to an end when King George VI died. Then the Queen appointed him Admiral of the Fleet, Captain General of the Royal Marines. And then Lord High Admiral on his 90th birthday of the United Kingdom. So there's Philip. I've got it. I know what Harry can do. He can go to, oh God, I hate it when I can't remember stuff. Pinehurst, Pinecrest, something, studio. See Barbara Broccoli and say, I want to be the new James Bond. He needs the money. He could be you could be the first royal to be James Bond. Bond, James Bond. Now that James Bond is dead, are they going to have James Bond, or are they going to be somebody with the same name? I think they made a huge mistake killing off James Bond. How do you get around that? Unless you tell us all it was a alcohol-induced dream. And when they blew up the island, he escaped, but he was so horribly burned. And then you see him in the hospital. They take the bandages off, and then it's new James Bond. I don't know James Bond. I went to car. Someone gives me crap. Get out of my parking space. Although just once, if I were 25, 35, 45 years younger and thinner, to walk into somewhere, to a gambling club, a bar, a casino, the name is Bond, James Bond. Oh, Sean Connery and Pierce Brosnan. I think I think Sir Roger Moore was too silly. I think Timothy Dalton was too serious. In retrospect, George Lazenby wasn't that bad. Pierce Brosnan was fun to watch. Although the last movie, Die Another Day, they should have shot that movie. The movie was horrible. And Daniel Craig was great as Bond. I didn't like him at first, though. By the way, an Aston Martin DB5 now runs for, I think I saw in a video, $100,000 now or more. And the succeeding model also. The things, because everybody wants to drive the Goldfinger car. Me being a tourist who likes money, I went the Goldfinger Bond car. I went the Goldfinger Rolls Royce. Although I did wonder what happens when it rains, because there was no Goldfinger's in the back. He's protected, but Oddjob's driving, and there's no cover. If it starts storming or snowing, he's in trouble. And that was made for an English lord or something in the 30s. It's a fantastic car. It's probably in a Bond museum. So there's a Bond museum in Florida, of all places. But yeah. The other thing is, I wish they would do that just once to me. Name is Bond, James Bond. Never heard of you. What do you want? Why are you bugging me? Vodka martini, shaken not stirred. Why? Why do you shake it? I mean, you got a cocktail shaker, I guess. What happened to your stir? Did it turn like bad milk? Uh, uh, Goldfinger is my favorite movie. Oddjob got electrocuted in Fort Knox. I It wasn't the butler. Um, I don't remember it being in a suitcase. There was a piece of luggage in the second one. The second Dalton film where the turncoat CIA agent gets thrown in the shark tank with $2 million, and Sharky says, "What a terrible waste," and Bond looks up, "Of money. I wouldn't have thrown the money in. Push him in, take the money. And split it. You got $1 million apiece. But let's see, Goldfinger. Bond has a chase scene with Tilly Masterson. She gets killed. He's in with the laser. They dubbed Gert Frobe's whole thing because he couldn't speak English. And one of the best lines ever. "You expect me to talk, Goldfinger?" "No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die." So I have not quite, but I have most of the Bonds on Blu-ray. Going nuts, I cannot find my DVD player. It's somewhere in a drawer or in a box, unless When Kathy and Patty came in here last year and took a lot of my stuff out, it's sitting in a box in Kathy's apartment. I'll have to go up there sometime. Yeah, well, I'm 70, so everything before my time, or I'm before everybody else's time, I guess. But I saw Goldfinger, and the Warner Theater in Washington D.C. had a 3-block marquee, and you saw it wasn't Shirley Eaton; it was actually somebody else being the Gold Girl for the billboards. But 3-block long Gold Girl, painted gold. So that was impressive when I was, what, 12, 10, 12 years old. I saw From Russia with Love, and then I saw Dr. No, and my aunt Lotta Lenya played Rosa Klebb, the operatives for Schmersh, no, Spectre, I'm sorry, Spectre, and From Russia, tried to kill James Bond. So for a long time, my late friend Glenn and I, we never missed opening day of a Bond film. We in San Francisco at the Royal Theater, we saw lots and lots of movies. So, I can't see small print well, even with bright light, unless I'm right on top. But one day I got to get glasses again. The glasses they gave me didn't work, but the Bond films are sitting there somewhere. So, I run out of material. Sit all the time, eat, read, watch YouTube, and sleep, and pet little girl and Fluffy. I went out to feed Tiny One tonight. No Tiny One. I worry about her. As a child, I went to Philadelphia. I went to Gettysburg, but I've never been to Lancaster, so I know where it is. It's off the turnpike. It's eastern PA. Being from Pittsburgh, there's dozens of small towns around Pittsburgh. If you look at a map, I didn't know existed. So, um, but it's one of those things. If I were younger, because being at 70, how much ground can I cover? And I'd have to have the cats in a house. I won the lotto. I did not win the Mega Millions, but one of my regular numbers came up as the power number 8. I haven't looked at the Powerball. I had the house, all the kitties I feed. Now I'm feeding Mama Cat, Kitten, Tiny One, Gray, the big-headed Gray, who's very gentle and sweet, has beautiful, long, soft fur, and this Gray Tabby comes up, who will not come near me. So I'm feeding 8 kitties now. But the Gray Tabby and the long-haired Gray one don't shuffle. And the big-headed Gray, I call him Pretty Gray. He came up tonight, and little Sweet Gray came up, my sweetie pie, and the shy one came up 2 nights ago. So if I ever did get a house, I would enlist Hope for Paws, fly them up here from LA, and please help me capture all these cats so they can go home with me. And they would all live indoors, and they put a catio there. Get rid of the grass, I'm allergic to it. And would have to train Fluffy not to attack the other kitties. Every once in a while, little girl will paw at Mama Cat. Mama Cat loves little girl, and she loved Fuzzy. So, and but my memory of Lancaster is way in the back of my brain. The only thing I follow, King of Prussia, because the name amuses me, and the company where they make my Schneider's pretzels, which is around Lancaster. So I did a short video of Fluffy's tail on my right here. But at one point, his both back paws went into my mouth with the tail, and I was trying to go to sleep, going like that. I don't have the heart to move him though. He likes to lie right here. He loves to sleep on my chest. And he got really relaxed, just stretched his legs out. And I didn't get mad or anything. I was trying to keep him laughing or moving. I hate to move because he wakes up, but it makes it a problem when I have to go to the bathroom. I got a cat on top, or sometimes two cats, because the little girl, she loves to lie between my legs, by my knees, or on my crotch. And I read why they do that. Your body radiates warmth, and that's one of the areas where there's the most warmth in your body, and they want to retain that warmth. So, and she and Fluffy, like other cats, they like to put their tails underneath themselves. She did one thing the other night though. She, for the first time, no, not she. Mama Cat did that last week. She did the meatloaf, the loaf, where she put her paws under her body and sat in my doorway. I love Mama Cat. The kitten will sit there, meow, meow, meow. I'm starving. I'm going to die. You gotta give me food. I'm a poor kitten. I've never had food before. I'm so hungry. I tell her she doesn't understand. Mama Cat understands a little bit. Kitties, you gotta wait. I got 4 kitties to make food for. I can only go so fast. Meow, meow. I'm a poor kitten. I'm gonna die. What's taking you so long? She's so cute. I don't get mad at her, but she, for those who haven't seen her, Mama Cat is a gray tabby. Very gentle and sweet. She nuzzles everybody and everything. Kitten is gray and white with 4 white boots. And she's a little standoffish. Sometimes I pet her and she paws at me. But and they love to nuzzle each other. They love each other very much. The Papa Cat died two Christmases ago. I went down to feed him, and Mama Cat and Kitten, he was dead. I don't know how to this day. So I've been feeding him about 12 years, and I will not let them starve. So anyhow, I just want to let you all know that Kathy is alive, but still sick. And I tried calling her earlier, and there was no answer. She's probably asleep. So, and I want to thank my channel members. I will be doing a video after I rest my knee, which is my leg, not my knee, my calf, which is killing me right now. And you can donate to PayPal for the cats, not for me. And you can join the channel for $3.99 or $6.99 a month, where you'll see content you'll see nowhere else once I get my iPad and iPhone repaired. Then next year I'm going to get the other 2 iPads repaired, and then maybe I'll write Lewis Ross a letter and send my 2 MacBooks and my iBook. The MacBook, the only thing that's wrong with it, I forgot the password. I don't know how to change it. All right, I'm going to go. I still have the problem with my right thumb. This is hurting a lot, and I think it's because I'm walking my cane. Kathy says it's really loud. Well, I have to stomp a lot because I'm a big guy. I'll take fan mail. Let me give you my address. Let's see, Island of Fans. No. I have a P.O. box, but it means I got to go out and walk, and with the rain, I don't really want to get the mail in the pouring rain. And people know where I live, so I'm not worried about it. Okay. And I hope you all have a great Christmas. You stay warm and dry and safe, and if it's snowing or super windy with blowing snow, stay off the road. Stay home. And thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. So, oh, there is one other British food product I do not understand. Heinz makes it. former Pittsburgh-based company that was taken over by Kraft. Comes in a can. It's spotted dick. It's some kind of pudding, but don't understand why it's big in England. You know, and there's bangers and mash. I think that's sausage and French fries or something. There used to be a. It goes back to the '60s. There was a little shop on Union Street in San Francisco. They had all British food products and sausages, and they had bangers and mash. I never figured out what. It took me years to find out what that meant. Also, there used to be a Edinburgh fish and chips, which is not around. Started by two women from Scotland, and yes, the Box Fan Network. Hello, Fancy. Maybe I should stay on for your sake. Yes, it is the Box Fan Network. I have the Box Fan logo up there, and the Box Fan behind me and in front of me. So, mashed potatoes. Oh, I thought it was like cut up fried potatoes or French fries. So I had the British sausage. They were quite good. Don't want any blood sausages, thank you. But there was a lot of shops in the '60s that are gone now, but they were great food. And old loyalties die hard, because there is no other cat. Well, this isn't it. This is Del Monte, because I didn't have the money to buy Heinz. But there's the Heinz upside down. Hamburger ketchup. Hamburger mustard, sorry. Got ketchup in the brain here. That's Safeway. I don't have any real Heinz ketchup, which is criminal. I've been eating Heinz ketchup all my life. My blood is full of tomato juice. So, but I have somewhere in my stuff. I have these little dinosaur heads, and you put them on top of the ketchup. I'll have to find those to show them something. You put them on top of the ketchup bottle, the mustard bottle, and you squeeze them, and the ketchup mustard comes out of the mouth of the dinosaurs. They're Heinz things. I have little Heinz plushes too. Well, I'll eat spare ribs. I'll eat pork chops, but I draw the line on that. So Pluckman's mustard. Yeah, I've seen it, but I've never had it. There's this stuff that's German mustard. They have it at the Harry's Hofbrau in San Leandro, and it comes with horseradish. It's very potent stuff. So, and the other thing I had to look it up one time in a store. It's still Coleman's English mustard. It's still being sold. It was shown in the Yankee Doodle Dandy of James Cagney, and it was in the play they did about FDR with George M. Cohan, and Coleman's English mustard is still a product. What's that? 80 years. So never had it either. I love mustard though, but can't have too much horseradish. It starts affecting my whole ulcer or my nose. So, but, I like that. Fan mail, the Box Fan Network, yes. See, I can't turn that around, but the logo is there for the Box Fan Video Network. I noticed something curious though. When I used that logo, the video views went down. I think it confused people. They didn't get the joke because the owner of the evil Belgab MB said, "You have all these Box fans." Yeah, well, I roasted here. We don't have all the Box fans, and I have two floor fans here. So, well, there's one good thing about horseradish. If you eat wasabi or horseradish every year at Passover, they would have horseradish. They'd be the bitter herb along with the parsley. You eat enough of that, it clears your sinuses out something fierce. And some mustards have horseradish in it. I never quite understood what radishes have to do with a horse. Kept looking weird. Where's the horse? Hello, Wilbur. I don't like the horseradish. It makes my nose tickle. Mr. Ed reference for those too young to remember Mr. Ed. Hi, I'm Mr. Ed. Not doing the voice right, but he won't mind. The horse in question is gone now. So Harvester, something other was his name. Very sweet horse. They had wires at first to make him talk. Then they took the wires. He would actually talk without cue or anything. He liked to talk. It looked like he was talking. Very sweet animal. So. Yes, he. Mr. Edward Lundy, by the way. Bamboo Harvester. You had to dredge this stuff up out of that. That was his real name. His horse was named Bamboo Harvester. I don't know why he was named Bamboo Harvester. I believe he had a stand-in, but he's buried in Oklahoma. I think he died at 17. How come I can remember that stuff? I have to keep asking Alexa what day it is. Hey, will you lose weight if you sealed off the holes and just marinate yourself in horseradish? Would that burn off all the excess fat? I don't know. Just soak yourself in horseradish for a couple days. Would that eat all the fat? I forget who did the voice of Mr. Ed, but that'd be fun to have it on your room. Hello! Oh, you have to have a very deep voice. I can't do it that deep, I think. Our Bullwinkle Moose. Hey, Rookie, watch me pull a rabbit in my hat. I have a Bullwinkle on the wall. I have a cat in a hat. I have a Yoshi. Anyway, I'm going to go. Thank you for coming in. My voice is going again. I've had like 4 cups of coffee today. Paid the price, run back and forth to the bathroom constantly. Going to lie down, then I'll do a video for my subscribers with the iPhone. I'll be so glad when the iPhone battery is replaced in the iPad, then I can do Oh, the one is hanging from the metal of the can holder. The other one, the little wire had broke, so that's why the hole is very, very tiny. And I haven't found a piece of wire that will hold it up. I have a big piece of plastic down here. This is a small piece of plastic. And I have another one under there. And I want to take it and cut it and then have hooks and wires and put each side, one on each side, to hold it. This came from a political thing, but hold it, and then they wouldn't go, K-corner, all of that. So that's a project for next year. All right, have a great night. Have a great Christmas. It's probably Christmas morning in England. Stay safe. Don't drive in the fog. It's been very foggy here, by the way, all week. And my left eye has been driving me. Can't find my eye drops. My left eye has been driving. I got to clear this table off again. I had this table completely cleared off. I got to take the receipts, put them in the fetch. Fetch is an app to get points, and if you get 50,000 points, you buy stuff on Amazon. So, project to get, I think I'll do that tomorrow. I'm not going to do it tonight. I'm going to start clearing out this table. I need a bulldozer. I throw everything under the table, and then I have to go through it and this stuff. I got mail here, catalogs, and the phone book, the mouse pad. Mouse pads got wet. I don't know if it's dry or not anymore. So, lots of mail. Lots of junk mail. Lots of. I have a bucket, but I had to use it to soak a pair of clothes that got soiled. So, what is this? Oh, credit union. All right. Have a good night. Thank you for coming in. And this is George Senda, the guy from Pittsburgh. Bye bye for now. Where is the thing here? Okay. Shut this off. There we go.